Hi, and welcome to another episode of podcast. Today we have with us Syed Ali, who is the MD Electrical Sector for Eaton India. Thank you, Syed, for joining us on this podcast. Eaton is undergoing a significant transformation to emerge as an intelligent power management company. Could you provide insights into this transformation journey and highlight the recent strategic acquisition that have contributed to this?
Thanks, Sujata. My pleasure to talk on this. Eaton has been in the forefront of the energy transition, and we have been focusing on providing cleaner and more effective power solutions globally. Right? Actually, all these days we were calling ourselves as a power management company, but nowadays we call ourselves as an intelligent power management company. Right? Because thing is that nowadays the customer want a cleaner energy, not only wanting the energy but how to manage it effectively, how to deploy it effectively. And our approach in Eaton is that everything as a grid approach focuses on flexible energy systems
Mhm.
for decarbonization, resilience, cost reduction, and new revenue streams. So the recent milestones include, revamping infrastructures for renewable integration, creating self-sufficient microgrids using lithium-ion batteries for cleaner energy goals, and enhancing, the energy efficiency in our facilities also. Towards that pursuit, if I can tell you, Eaton has reduced, the greenhouse gas emissions by 27% since 2018, and we have a goal of reaching the 50% reduction by 2030. The product development or any acquisitions, all these things are focused towards energy transition, providing cleaner, efficient, and management of the power intelligently.
Eaton has identified energy transition, e mobility solutions, and digitization as its primary focus areas. So, can you elaborate on how you have positioned itself in these sectors? How Eaton has positioned itself in these sectors, and what impact these initiatives are expected to have on the industry?
Now, again, is it specific to the electric vehicles?
Energy transition, e mobility solution, and digitalization.
Yes. Yeah, energy transition, again, we talk about focusing on the renewable energy, be it solar, be it wind, be it electric vehicles. Overall, today if you see, India doesn't have a shortage in terms of the power. Our problem is in terms of enhancing the quality of distribution, metering, and also the usage, right? So that is where the overall systems are getting upgraded, the distributions are getting upgraded. We are getting into smart meters. Then we are also encouraging the renewable energy to be fed back into the grid. Apart from that, the digitalization piece, because Eaton has identified two mega trends. One is the energy transition, the other one is the digitalization. In terms of the energy transition, the kind of products we are bringing in, the kind of bright layer suite applications we are bringing in is helping the users to upgrade their distribution, upgrade their usage, and bring down the total cost of ownership. Talking about digitalization, we are certainly working on the concept of the bright layer suite, where number one, the products are made capable of capturing data. And in fact, we are the products, if they are IoT enabled, they can talk to each other, and the kind of data points, the kind of artificial intelligence interventions we can do there is going to enhance the overall value proposition for the customer. And our digitalization is focused segment wise into manufacturing, segment wise into data center. We are bringing in a lot of diagnostic tools so that the overall value proposition of using our products to the customer becomes more sensible.
Okay.
If that answers to that.
Your Eaton has been actively fostering diversity and inclusion, and particularly in India. Could you share some insights into these initiatives in this regard, especially focusing on the multifaceted approach to supporting women's success through their career?
Oh yes, diversity and inclusion are very, very important parameters for us. Talking about diversity, we have our own internal goals of reaching a particular index.
Mhm.
For instance, if I talk about the manufacturing operations, scoring a good diversity index is not a major problem, right? In fact, my factory in Pondicherry has got 45% female employees, right? But when I take it to the overall numbers, right from my leadership teams, to the front end teams to everything, we are somewhere around 8 to 9%, which itself is significantly higher than the industry average, I would say. But then bringing in the right talent, diverse talent at the higher level continues to be a challenge. But then we make a lot of extra efforts to improve that, and we have multiple programs to attract more gender diverse talent into the system. Schemes like relaunch, focused initiatives like shine, to spot the right talent in the female workforce, and then try to harness them, try to coach them, mentor them towards getting up in the ladder. Those kind of initiatives really help us to increase our diversity quotient. We have got various women councils, various forums where we spot the right talent and help them grow big. Talking about inclusion again, yes, we do understand the power of perspectives, how we'll be able to leverage on the multiple perspectives, and we try to promote inclusion in every available platform. For instance, if I tell the kind of a growth Eaton in India has seen, we have been having exponential growth with over 30% CAGR in the last 6 7 years, right? While doing so, certainly the new talent we have brought in for the new technologies, new processes, new product from the market, but at the same time we focus on grooming, we focus on developing the internal talent, and then make them grow along with the business, right? Which means that it is not the revenue numbers alone which are growing, it is the people who are working for Eaton also are growing along with that, right? And in fact, we are adjudged as one of the best place to work, right from the great place of work entity. We have been winning those kind of accolades, not only in India, across everywhere, because inclusion and diversity is a very very important parameter for it and everywhere.
Okay. You mentioned about skilling. So what are the upskilling programs that are there for Eaton employees?
Oh, Eaton employees, we have something called Eaton University, right? If you get into Eaton University, you choose which area you want, which segment you want, which kind of a domain you want to grow yourself. We have, those things. Plus, we have something called ERGs, the Expert Resource Group. We have got ERGs now everywhere for every segment, for every topic. It is left to the employee to choose and join any of the ERGs, and then find out his or her area of interest, and then develop himself, set targets, participate in projects, deliver and showcase. That's a very very the I would say the meritocracy being respected everywhere. That's a good platform available for all of our employees.
Okay. And Eaton has also implemented a flexible workplace solution policy. Can you discuss how this policy empowers the employees to achieve work-life balance and its impact on the employee satisfaction and productivity?
Yeah, Sujata, the flexible work-life policy, it's is applicable on some very specific, segments and area. For instance, in Pune, we have a large, design center, right? We have got a kind of a back office support systems, resources supporting the entities outside India, resources supporting the operations outside India. Some of those areas, we are able to implement a very good flexi work culture model, because the client's internal customer or the external customers are in any way outside India, those things are perfectly fine. But when it comes to the operations, when it comes to the direct selling, meeting the customer and all those things. So here we continue to have our the conventional models, right? So yes, COVID taught us in terms of the flexible work models. For instance, if you talk about one of the customer inspections, the factory acceptance tests, those kind of things have now come to stay in terms of doing a virtual inspection, in terms of doing a virtual testing. Wherever it is possible, it is being done. But otherwise, yes, we are flexible in the context of the applicability, in the context of the effectiveness, and in the context of the specific ground conditions.
Eaton has very diverse product portfolio. So could you provide insights into some of your unique products and what are the market expansion strategies that you have, particularly in India and the Asian markets?
Sector. We have got the two major verticals. One is the industrial sector, the other one is the electrical sector.
Mhm.
In the electrical sector, you name any product in the power generation and the distribution segments. We have almost all the products. But the issue is that all those products are not manufactured here in India. And while the competition is here in India quite some time back when they have completely localized, each one of them having multiple greenfield sites. So Eaton had a disadvantage of not having its own manufacturing footprint till some 10, 12 years ago. See, now in the last 10, 12 years, we have been able to carefully choose our adjacencies. We didn't want to put our hands all around and try to bring in all the products not together one go. We have been carefully choosing our adjacencies and our product roadmaps are very, very clear.
Mhm.
Every year we have been adding two, three product lines. And today I can tell you in the power quality side. So within the electrical sector, we have got again two verticals called power quality and power distribution. On the power quality side, our range of products is almost complete. Everything has been localized here, and we manufacture starting from a 600 VA UPS up to a 1.5 megawatt UPS, catering to various segments. It is not only localization. Along with that, we have also built our testing capabilities. We have built our own design teams so that we are able to get closer to the customer. We are able to understand the customer requirements. We are able to understand the new technology requirements, and we are able to course correct ourselves. So power quality side, we have been able to do very, very well from whatever position we were 10 years ago. I remember in the ranking list, we were bracketed as others, right? Today,
Mhm.
I would say in the power quality side, we are number three, right?
Mhm.
And coming to the power distribution side also, the kind of product groups we have been romping in, the product groups we have been trying to localize here in India. Today, our product basket is fairly complete, starting from fuses to the switches to breakers to ACBs to the medium voltage. We have a good basket, which means that the addressable market is continuously getting expanded. Today we have a significant product group and enlarged addressable market, which will continue to keep us grow at this rate of over 30% year on year. So that is how
Mhm.
we have been able to grow and bring in the product portfolios.
How do you envision the future evolution of this sector, considering that we have many organizations going for digitalization and automation?
Yes, digitalization in the context of the product is certainly no different from the automation what we are talking about because when we talk about digitalization today, for instance, if I take the data center segment, the needs of the customer is continuously growing, right? It is not a box selling anymore. It is trying to give intelligent solution to the data center segment and bring in a lot of diagnostic tools. Bring in a lot of diagnostic tools. We
Mhm.
have got products like VCOM, DCIM, right? These are all the various digital technologies we are able to adopt, connected devices, data models, insights. In fact, we are transforming the power management for safer and more sustainable and efficient power use, right? So this is what we call it as the era of intelligent power management. For that,
Mhm.
certainly you need a lot of the digital tools, right? In fact, Eaton launched the bright layer platform few years
Mhm.
ago, and we are heavily investing in the platform to drive innovation in our market segments. Eaton's bright layer platform combines our deep domain knowledge with artificial intelligence, machine learning, and big data processing technologies to help customers make efficient, real-time decisions to optimize, power management across the organizations, right? In fact, the Bright Layer platform consists of four software suites we call, right. One is the data center, then the utilities, industrial, and the buildings, right. So these software suites are organized to address specific needs of the markets we serve, right. For instance, again, the data center segment, we help the data center managers visualize and monitor their data center 24 by 7, right. We provide them with tools which help them maximize energy efficiency, manage the capacity, and automate the daily task which would have been laborious and manual in the past.
Mhm.
And similarly, for the electrical utilities, we help them, plan and deploy a reliable, distribution, network using our, software, right? And also, the Bright Layer software is one of the most popular cyber secure, platform today. The focus and the importance of the cyber security, and our software is very robust and very popular in the context of the cyber secure platform,
Mhm.
and in terms of the substation automation, not only here globally, right. So these things certainly help us in the overall digital transformation happening around in the industry.
Mhm.
And yes, you also talked about the automation.
Yeah.
Automation is one of the element of the industry 4.0, which certainly enhances our process capabilities, which brings in a lot of consistency, durability, and also upgrade the overall output.
What are the challenges or the opportunities that you see in this sector?
Challenges will, number one, now continue to be the state of the art technologies. Everybody wants new technology. Everybody wants a new salient feature to come in. So
Mhm.
that way, our design teams, our product roadmaps are certainly to incorporate, the best of the technologies, make it, more efficient, make it more user friendly. Apart from that, if you talk about, the, business, certainly, the challenges continue to be, the inflation.
Mhm.
Inflation is a big challenge to any business, and very specifically in the context of the global supply chain, in the context of the geopolitical scenario, and the continued commodity inflation is a big challenge, right.
Mhm.
To address that, we certainly are not trying to get away from dependency on various supply chain models across the globe. We are working towards self-sustenance. We are trying to localize, most of the supplies, because COVID taught us about the major disruptions, what can stop your business, right? So that way, the localization, the Make in India, slogan, the buyer's decision or the buyer's requirement to have the products locally manufactured, to ensure that the dependency is not there outside India, so that it doesn't hamper the supply positions. All these things continue to be a challenge, but then Eaton operates, we call it as EBS, Eaton Business Systems. Our EBS drives us towards continuous improvement. We call it our CI culture, right. Our CI culture is very well tailored, or very well kind of a deployed to ensure that we are able to meet and overcome the challenges in the business, challenges in the processes, challenges in the product, or any kind of challenges. Our CI culture will be able to quickly respond and we should be able to course correct.
Thank you, Mr. Ali. Thank you for your time. Thank you.